pay, so you're going to see a lot of that for flex pay for tonight, including on our today's special and that auto ship that I know a lot of you are already asking about. In the meantime, though, your 20th anniversary, and you're giving us all the gifts.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes.
We're trying.
You are.
We're bringing back 3 of your favorites. We launched these just in June, and what you're getting here is a whipped butter in the huge containers, the 6.7 ounce containers. You're getting a pure perfume. This is not an eau de toilette, not an eau de parfum, but a pure perfume. And you're getting a 16.8 ounce. Are you ready for this? Pearlized hydrating bath and shower cream. Just the value of the entire kit is in this product right here alone.
Okay, you know what? My pick, the Magnolia, there are only 500 of them.
Okay.
And these are the final quantities for the season.
Magnolia,
final quantities for the year.
No. I think we have Christmas holiday sets that are coming
Probably
up.
just a few, though, coming back, I would assume.
I mean, we never really have a lot of our holiday
well,
sets.
That's true.
We have our Magnolia.
Okay.
We have our Hydrangea.
And Camellia.
And the Camellia, which is one of my favorites out of all 3 of them. But it's funny, when I looked on .com, a lot of you went with the Hydrangea, which is a very beautiful, clean, soft flower. And I think Amy influenced that because Amy launched this with me and she goes, "This is my favorite. I can't believe it." Well, thanks. I mean, you know, you don't give me a chance. Anytime Amy says that, you know, I don't stand a chance. But Mom, which one do you love?
Well, I love them all. I mean, I love all the flowers. Who doesn't love that beautiful hydrangea, which comes in all those beautiful colors of celadon green and pink and white and purple, and the fragrance is like a sumptuous blend of all these florals and leaves, and it is just so beautiful, and it means grace and poetry, and I love the meanings of these too. Of course, Magnolia is one of my favorite flowers in the world, one of the oldest flowers in the world. It's that alabaster, beautiful, big, gorgeous with all the beautiful petals, but it was actually alive during the time of dinosaurs.
Oh, was it really?
And there were no bees there. Perlier would have never been in existence. And there were only beetles. So even today, beetles pollinate off the magnolia. And the magnolia represents grace and elegance and beauty.
And real femininity too, I think.
It's so
a real feminine flower.
Really, well, magnolia doesn't have a fragrance. But if you were to imagine one, which is what I did, you would put these delicate white florals and maybe mix it with a soft blend of the softest whisper of lemon, and that's what you're going to get with the magnolia.
It really
fragrance.
is. So the magnolia,
a little bit of lily of the valley you'll find in the magnolia.
Yes.
A little bit of the jasmine you'll
yes.
find in the magnolia.
Yes.
It's beautiful top layers of bergamot and lemon and primrose.
Even a little narcissus and a bottom of sandalwood. Of course, we always try to end with the here.
And you have to realize how good these are for you, because these are all with our 100% organic honey. So these are honey plus magnolia honey plus the hydrangea. So you're getting these incredible organic honey blends, but floral. And it's the first time we've ever taken these particular flowers and have extracted the fragrance and the oil from these by a steam process, like in the olden days. And so the petals are steamed, and you actually collect the water from the petals. So all of these are superbly delicate fragrances. They're not synthetic fragrance in any respect of the way. These are just beautiful honey plus the fragrance, and you get this just gorgeous like natural, beautiful, soft, elegant fragrance, plus the incredible benefits of this raw organic honey that's in here, that's never put in a powdered form, but that's that golden honey from Tuscany that we use in all of our honey and products. And the reason we focus on honey is because that's really where we started. We have more history and more knowledge on honey than any other food out there when it comes to Bath & Body products.
I would love for you to see the quantity left, because at this point there are only 1,900. It appears that this is going to be the one and only airing for the visit. Flex pay is good now. Basically, it's like a 24-hour visit, highlighted, of course, by our today's special at midnight. Magnolia is actually going to be the first one to go with the last, final 400 on that Magnolia. And that's also the most popular. Rick, I'm guessing Hydrangea is next.
Hydrangea's
So only 600 of the hydrangea.
And a hydrangea is interesting because, again, a little bit of lily of the valley, but you get a little bit of an iris in there too in the hydrangea.
And
are we showing hydrangea now? The violet leaves, yeah.
Is this a hydrangea? Okay,
Yep,
because
yep. And the raspberry and the black currant.
We've sort of mixed a little bit of fruit. There's floral and leaves that are very, very obvious when you first smell the hydrangea, because it doesn't really have much of a fragrance either. But if it were to have one, this is what would be there. This beautiful mixture with the rose and the iris, and again with the bottom of sandalwood. And don't you love these little vials?
I do.
Don't you love these? I mean, these are so chic. They go
really
in any purse.
Well,
they have the little roller on them, so you know, if you just put
But
them
it's pure perfume, and there's no alcohol in there at all. So
Aren't these
a lot of people who are allergic to fragrance can wear this.
That is a big value.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you kidding?
just pure. That's our own proprietary formula.
I love this.
And it'll
Yeah,
last all
so
day
nice.
on your skin, as natural as it is.
So I know we're getting ready to scoot along, and you do need to realize this is your only chance to grab it. They're really closed, limited edition fragrances, if you want to look at it that way, specially created for you. And I will say, when we talk about extracting the essences, not only in our today's special that we've been waiting 3 years for you to do anything like this, but if there was a way to do it better, it's almost as if you extract the essences in a pharmaceutical way. You have such respect for, you know, the original inspiration that they couldn't make it any better in terms of the fragrance inspiration. You just couldn't. And then it happens to be decadent and gorgeous for your body too.
Well, that's a very
good
special.
for you. Yes, on top of all of that.
On top of all that.
But
so
everything is treated with that same exact care. I mean, the fact that we use pure honey in here instead of a powdered honey goes a long way to showing you that we're actually studying and looking and getting the results of that natural product with modern day science added to it.
they are. All right, $9.99. Now, around the corner, we're going to give you a little sneak preview, although